Greetings. This is your brother Elder Black Light. It seems to me that the black man has lost his will to fight to be free. This is what we're going to be talking about. How to develop the God in you. As I've been stating previously, the term God means possessor of power and force. So we're trying to master that power and force. So I've been reading a book called The 12 Powers of Man. It was one of my mother's books. It's a metaphysical book. And as I read, I see that the author named Charles Fillmore, he have stolen our legacy, the black man's legacy. He probably got a hold to some ancient wisdom of ours, probably at the Vatican over in Rome in the basement, because he probably is of the Masonic order, the Caucasian version. Chapter 9, it says, the will is the man. I'd like to read a little bit from it. It says, our caption is quoted from an ancient metaphysical teachings. See, read it again. Our caption is quoted from an ancient metaphysical teaching. The will is the man. The idea is that the development of the will as is possible only through the development of the mind. The development of the will is possible only through the development of the mind. The will is the man. So the will is the man, and as you know, or maybe you should know, that the original meaning of the word man is the word mind, M-I-N-D. So when you say woman, you're saying the womb of the mind. And when you say man, you're simply saying the mind, the mental. In that word mental, is you got M-E-N, men, mental. Then you got mentality. Again, the word man is in mentality. So I could go on and on with words with the word man in it. So mostly time, you know, when we say man, we only think of the flesh. You know, we don't think of the mental. As you see me, as you see behind me, this looks like an eye. That's the pineal gland, located in somewhere in the region of the man's skull or the man's brain. And when you read up on it, you'll see the qualities that it possesses. but we don't know how to access that gland right there. So as we progress in other videos and future videos, I'm going to be talking about not only what's going on in the world, but also how to solve the problem. And first identifying a part of the problem. The black man has been beaten down so bad and has misused and abused, and they blatantly now murder us in front of the whole world, and we don't know how to deal with the situation. We still talking about putting cameras on it, you know. Now that's all dudes want to do now, is put cameras on us getting murdered and beat down or whatever, so it can go viral and they get hit. So they just sitting back observing, and while the police still do their dirt. And so I'm telling y'all, this is a criminal act, you know. But there are no courts that we can go to. We need to sue the government. You know, a whole lot of things can be done, but we know that we don't have no lawyers strong enough. We don't have no politicians strong enough. We don't have no clergy strong enough to deal with this beast. You know, so this tells me that the will of the black man has been compromised. And the black man has no will to fight for his freedom. Fight the right fight. I'm gonna say it like that. Fight the right fight. He got to come up with a more to the point strategy, a more hard hitting strategy. All this softness, too much softness. You know. I mean, it's a way he can do it. He don't want to unite with himself. Look at Tatiana Jefferson's family fighting over that money. Again, YouTube, you know. You got to always come back to the money, you know, that divides us. You know. A family can't even be strong and stand with one another, you know, when the police murders one of their own, and then that money come in the picture, and that break up everything. The focus is off the guy who murdered the family. See, white man say, you give a nigga enough rope, he hang theyself. You know, give a nigga enough rope, they hang theyself. Because we don't know how to act when we get money. We don't know how to pool our resources together, weaponize the money, shoot it right back at our enemy. You know, we are still deaf, dumb, and blind to how to deal in this war. So I be putting that ideas in your head, but you know, guys don't want to recognize. I said in the beginning that I know that I don't care if you use my ideas as your own. I don't care, long as you use them. But just merely to uh, regurgitate what I'm saying and thinking it's coming from yourself, that ain't gonna do no good. You know. What I'm saying is, all of y'all mostly on YouTube got a little following. So come up with a strategy. I don't care if a million men have to ascend upon the police or go to the county of Texas like we did Washington, you know, and demand justice. We have lost the will to fight the right fight for the black man's freedom. It's Black Light saying peace. Stay glued to the tube.